Hey there, awesome people. Have you ever found yourself stuck in your own head, overthinking every little detail until it feels like you're drowning in your own thoughts? Well, if that sounds like you, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm your host Florence, and welcome to the English Academy. Let me start with this. Overthinking is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. That's the harsh truth. Overthinking can be exhausting. It traps you in a loop of what-ifs, worst-case scenarios, and endless doubts. But here's the good news, you don't have to live like that. You can learn how to stop overthinking and, more importantly, start living. So, let's dive deep into why we overthink, how it affects us, and, most importantly, how to break free from the cycle. Understanding overthinking. First, let's understand what overthinking really is. Overthinking isn't just thinking a lot, it's thinking in a way that becomes unproductive and overwhelming. It's when your mind keeps running in circles, focusing on the same problem without finding a solution. Think about a situation where you sent a text message to a friend. Instead of letting it go, your mind starts replaying the conversation. Did I say the wrong thing? What if they didn't like my message? What if they're mad at me? Suddenly, you're stuck in a mental loop, analyzing every word you typed, even though it's already done. This habit isn't just annoying, it can really affect your mental health. Overthinking can lead to anxiety, stress, and even depression. It keeps you from making decisions, from taking action, and from enjoying the present moment. Why do we overthink? So, why do we overthink in the first place? Well, part of it comes from our brains trying to protect us. We're wired to analyze situations to avoid mistakes and keep ourselves safe. But when this mechanism goes into overdrive, it becomes a problem. Sometimes, it's because we're afraid of failure. We think that if we analyze every possible outcome, we can avoid making the wrong choice. But the truth is, no amount of overthinking will ever guarantee the perfect decision. Other times, it's because we're trying to control things that are beyond our control. We overthink to feel like we have power over situations, even though reality doesn't work that way. And let's not forget the role of social media. Seeing people's highlight reels can make us overthink our own lives, comparing ourselves to others and wondering if we're doing enough. The impact of overthinking. Overthinking doesn't just affect your mental health, it impacts your entire life. It can make you anxious, irritable, and exhausted. It can hold you back from pursuing your goals because you're too afraid of making mistakes. Imagine wanting to try out for a sports team, but overthinking every possible failure scenario. What if I'm not good enough? What if I trip in front of everyone? What if I get rejected? These thoughts can stop you from even trying. Overthinking can also affect your relationships. You might overanalyze conversations, worry about what people think of you, or misinterpret harmless messages. This creates unnecessary stress and misunderstandings. How to stop overthinking. Now, let's get to the good part, how to stop overthinking and start living. Here are some practical steps to help you break free from the mental loop. First, recognize when you're overthinking. The key to stopping overthinking is awareness. Notice when your mind starts racing with thoughts that don't lead anywhere productive. A simple trick is to ask yourself, am I thinking about something that I can control right now? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Next, set time limits for decision making. When you're faced with a decision, give yourself a specific amount of time to think it through. For example, say, I'll spend 10 minutes deciding what to wear today. After that time, make your choice and move on. This prevents you from overanalyzing every little detail. Another powerful technique is to distract your mind. When you catch yourself overthinking, redirect your focus to something else. Go for a walk, listen to music, do a quick workout, or even try a hobby. The goal is to break the cycle by engaging in an activity that requires your full attention. Challenge your thoughts. When your mind starts spiraling, ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? Often, overthinking is based on irrational fears and worst-case scenarios that aren't even real. Challenge these thoughts with logical reasoning. Also, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about staying present in the moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. You can practice mindfulness through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply focusing on your surroundings. Another tip is to write your thoughts down. Journaling helps you get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. It's like having a conversation with yourself. Write down what's bothering you, then ask, is this something I can control? If yes, what can I do about it? If no, how can I let it go? Finally, don't be afraid to seek help. If overthinking is affecting your daily life, talking to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, or even a counselor, can make a huge difference. Sometimes, just saying your thoughts out loud can help you gain perspective. The importance of letting go. Here's the thing, overthinking often comes from a fear of making mistakes or facing uncertainty. But life is full of uncertainties, and that's what makes it exciting. You don't have to have everything figured out. In fact, it's okay not to have all the answers. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means accepting that some things are beyond your control. It's about trusting yourself and having faith that you'll figure things out as you go. Life isn't about perfection, it's about growth, learning, and living in the moment. How to start living. Once you've learned how to stop overthinking, the next step is to start living. Living fully means embracing the present, taking risks, and not being afraid to fail. It means enjoying the little things, like a sunny day, a good song, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend. Start small. Set goals that excite you, not ones that stress you out. Focus on what makes you happy, not what others expect from you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who drain your energy. And remember, life is a journey, not a destination. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. What matters is that you're moving forward, one step at a time. So, to wrap it all up, overthinking is like a trap that keeps you stuck in your own mind. But you're not powerless against it. By recognizing your thoughts, challenging them, and practicing mindfulness, you can break free from the cycle. Life is too short to spend it overthinking every moment. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, take risks, and live boldly. Because in the end, the best way to stop overthinking is to start living. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the English Academy for more tips on life, personal growth, and self-improvement. Share this with your friends who might need a little mental clarity too. Until next time, stay confident, stay kind, and remember, you are in control of your thoughts, and you have the power to choose peace over worry.